it's Sarah. Thank you for joining me today for this video. We're going to look at Cancer Sun, Moon, and Rising's forecast for July 2024. So first off, happy birthday, Cancer. In this video, we're going to look at your love life, your health, your career, your travel, and more. So as I said, this will cover Sun, Moon, and Rising. And because there are thousands and thousands of Cancers out there at all stages of their life, not everything will resonate with you. And that's okay. Take what applies and leave the rest behind. Okay? So let's do this. You're feeling much more inspired now as the month begins, and your focus for the month will be your goals for the year ahead. We actually have our own personal new year or starting over point every birthday. So just like January 1st, we begin a new year. On our birthday, we also begin a new year. And you're feeling it. You're really feeling it. And you're focused on what you want to change and also celebrating all the changes that have happened. So you're starting fresh with your birthday. And this month, you'll have extra energy, vitality, and initiative, making this a busy and fun-packed month. So although there are some underlying themes that are playing out for Cancer in July, for instance, many people know you, but few understand you. And you may take that as a cue to work on deepening your friendships maybe and opening up more to coworkers or to the person that you're dating. And this makes sense, Cancer, that you're not the most open person with your feelings. You're very generous and you're very nurturing, very caring. Yes, 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 all of that. But you're also very private because you've been hurt. You've been hurt really bad. And because of that, you don't share all of yourself. You share only parts and pieces with people. And like I say, it makes perfect sense. But to deepen the connections, it's okay to share a little bit more. You have, like I say, a very big heart, and people need you in their lives. They need your positivity and your freshness, and they need your nurturing. But in turn, you should be getting something out of the relationship as well. So you may have noticed that you're getting closer to your coworkers or partner now, or at least maybe thinking about it, thinking about opening up a little bit more to them. So we see this transpire over the month. And of course, it's not going to be overly dramatic. It's going to be just little things that you're being more honest about or sharing with people. And as you do this, you're going to see that they are receptive and that they are intrigued and they want to know more, and the friendship does deepen. So as we begin the month, you're focusing on your long-term goals, as I said. Thanks to the new lessons learned in June, you're more flexible and open-minded now. So it's easier for you to adapt to some of the changes or maybe make changes in your long-term goals. The first week of the month, you're taking small but positive steps to improve your circumstances. Each small thing you do, like maybe getting up a little bit earlier to have some quiet time before you start your day, or going to bed earlier, or turning off electronics at least an hour before bed. All these small little things, journaling, taking better care of yourself, those kind of things, eating better, they're cumulative. So the more that you do this, the better you're going to feel and the more results you're going to see. But to do that, you have to be in a good place. And that's all of us. And you are now at that place where you're not having to worry about money. You're not having to worry about your ex or your current partner. You're not having to worry about, everybody else. You can take some of that energy and put it back on yourself. And this is a really good thing because, you deserve to be nurtured and cared for too. So if you haven't already, be sure and subscribe. I don't think I put that on the front, but if you like this type of content, why not consider subscribing? I also have a Patreon page that has a lot of goodies on it if you would like to see more or to see longer forecasts. They're over there. And plus some new stuff that's exclusive just for my patrons. I just put up a new video on an urban legend ghost story about New Orleans. So if that's something you care about, then go check that out. So what I'm going to do from here on out in the video is we're going to break it down by sector. So let's start with your love life since it's very impactful this month. On the 21st of June, the Capricorn full moon illuminates your 7th house of partnerships. And with that, we see you letting go of any toxic relationship patterns and setting boundaries and letting go of unrealistic expectations. So if you're struggling still in a relationship, you've probably had it and you're just like ready to end it. But a part of your heart wants to give them one more chance. And if you're going to do that, you have to set some boundaries and you have to be willing to say no, enough is enough. If you're still working through this decision because maybe you ended a relationship or walked away from someone who was toxic, know that you're doing the right thing. But it's okay to still miss that person or to have feelings for that person because you were with them for a long time. What you're feeling is normal. It doesn't mean that you made a bad choice. No, it just means that the emotions from that situation need to be worked through. And you will this month. The energy energy from that will pass very soon too, as Mars is lending you some energy until the 7th, and the straightforward energy of Mars has you taking more risk and being much more self-confident, making this an excellent time for dating or improving your existing relationships. With Mars pushing you forward, you're going to get out of your comfort zone and you're going to do some things that maybe you've been wanting to do, but have been, kind of putting it off, waiting for the right time or whatever. So now you're more likely to do that. So that will give you more confidence. That will also get you out there mingling with people. Partner Cancers are feeling more at ease in the relationship, making this a much more peaceful and harmonious time. This is a great time to plan a romantic getaway and relax. Singles are entertaining and being much more social. You're feeling more at ease simply just being you, so you're likely to have a party, have a barbecue, a pool party, something like that, and also go to more events as well. Cancers in new relationships may feel like things are moving way too slow, but they're building, and it's okay because they're building towards a healthy long-term commitment. This could be someone that you spend years with. Yeah, this could be a very special person. So there's no point in rushing it. Let it evolve organically and enjoy it, Cancer. Enjoy the romance. So overall, it's going to be a very good time for you to meet someone new or to strengthen your ongoing relationships. If you're in a relationship that's not meeting your needs or that's toxic, we can see the Capricorn moon, which is the second of 2 full moons this year, shine light on what really needs to be addressed. And if it's not something that can be quote unquote fixed, then it's time to cut it loose. And you don't want to really face that because nobody does. Nobody wants to do that final cut and end the relationship, even though it's not really giving you what you need or feeding you the energy, because all it's doing is draining your energy. But enough is enough. Okay, so let's look at your career, which is very stable, by the way. So the first week, we see you being more confident at work and taking steps at work to do more. You're volunteering for projects. You're stepping up to be a leader now. You're asking for more responsibility. And you've worked really hard to secure your place at this place of business. So now you're focused and nothing can really stop you from achieving your goals. You're feeling comfortable there, so you're asking for more. You're doing more. You're being more of yourself. You're being more opinionated as well, instead of just zipping it up and just going along. And your suggestions and ideas are really going to be helpful. So don't hesitate to, especially if somebody asks, what do you think? Give them your opinion. Your strong work ethic and attention to detail all month long mean you can attack complex and challenging tasks now. If you've got something that's really focus heavy or intensive that you've kind of put on the back burner at work, now would be the time to do it. Or anything really you've pushed back that need to be completed maybe by the end of the year, you might want to tackle it now because you really do have the focus and follow through. And actually the same thing goes for your personal life too. If you've put off, let's say, doing your taxes, this would be the time to do it. Anything that is going to require focus, concentration, and clarity, you can tackle. So don't waste this time. Around the 10th, achievement, recognition, and your work ethic lead to promotions and general contentment at work. So you're feeling better, you're feeling more confident, you're feeling more at home at work and in this job. So you're not having that constant fear of, are they going to lay me off? Or, am I going to do something to get written up or something like that? Yeah, that has passed now. There is mutual respect at work with you and your coworkers and understanding. And that has really stopped a lot of the gossip and backstabbing and whispering that goes on at work. So now you're feeling so much better and empowered and you're happy to be there. We see that especially for male Cancers, that they're getting along better with their supervisors and they're likely to get a promotion before the end of the month. This can happen for our female Cancers as well, but it's much stronger or much more likely for the males. The second full moon in Capricorn, as I already talked about earlier, later in the month on the 21st, highlights all the progress you've made at work. So your diligence is paying off now. People are noticing. They're noticing that you are stepping up and doing more and that you do follow through on what you say and that you're looking at the bigger picture and you're looking at what is good for the organization, what is good for your team, what is good for everyone, not just maybe what is good for you. And that is really earning you points. But you have a good work ethic anyway. So yeah, what did you expect, right? For self-employed and gig working Cancer natives, we see you busy all month long too. You're inspired this month to really get down and look at your finances and look at, the back end part of the business. What is selling, what's not selling, what expenses are too high, what could you do to cut corners? Not because you're struggling with finances. You're not. Money's coming in steadily and it will rise a little bit more in July. But by August, I think you're going to see a lot more orders or sales coming in. But in July, you're looking at the bigger picture with that because you too are starting a business plan basically for the next year. So you need to know what's working and what's not. So if you have several products and some of them are selling and some of them aren't, you don't really want to waste your time creating something else in that vein that's not going to sell. So it's things like that. It's one of those things. Cancer excels at this type of work, but you have to be in the right mindset to do it. And now you are. So take full advantage of that and you'll get a deeper understanding of what's working and what's not working. And like I say, this will help you for the rest of the year and for the next year, actually. For unemployed Cancer natives, keep sending those resumes. It's likely you'll pick up temp work this month. It's probably not anything that's going to be long-term or turn into an actual job placement. And it's probably nothing you really want to work at long-term either. But it will bring in some money, but keep sending the resumes out and very soon you'll be going on interviews. Don't give up. All right, let's look at your wealth. One of your worst fears, Cancer, is moving backwards, especially financially. But you need to ease up on yourself. That's not happening. You're in a very different place right now and your inflow of money is much more steady now. And, let's be honest, you even have some excess. So it's like, wow, things have really shifted. You don't need to have that much nervous energy or anxiety around money. Look, you have enough now to take care of your obligations and even save a little bit. One way that you may sleep better at night is doing some investing. And the second of the month is a great day for investing. But you just have to be realistic and cautious where you put your money and how much. But that's something that, you're very good at. You're very realistic about these types of things. And we're looking at long-term investments. We're not looking at short-term, buy it today and sell it by the end of the month kind of thing. No, this is an ongoing long-term investment. So you want to look at what you want to invest in and start really getting the data together and then create a plan where you're investing monthly in a way where it's not going to topple your budget. It's something that you can maintain for the next year anyway. And then you'll definitely sleep better as you see your investments start paying off in a way that's higher than, your savings account or your money market account. But you need a plan. You need a plan, definitely. So whether you're going to a financial coach or going to financial planner, definitely talk to people, get their input, but also do your own research and you'll do fine. Because like I say, you're careful at these things and cautious. You're not going to go overboard. But the reason you haven't invested yet is because of that block around the money, thinking that things are going to, go off the rails. They're not. Everything's going to be fine. Relax. It's going to be okay. All right, let's look at your health. So Cancer's health is actually pretty good this month. The new moon on the 5th brings more energy, more vitality, enthusiasm, and clarity. So this is a perfect time for new beginnings. The better you're feeling overall, the less stress you're going to be and the more willing you're going to be to leave your comfort zone. So you're gearing up for another big travel adventure too, which I'll talk about in a minute. But when we look at this connected to your health, this is a time, like I say, when you're starting to really see that, you feel better when you get enough sleep. You feel better when you eat right. So there are some things you can do, and they're not huge diet changes. They're not, radical stuff that's going to rock your world, but they're small things, like maybe doing meatless Monday and trying to eat more greens and trying to perhaps go to bed earlier and get more sleep. Little things that aren't going to upset your schedule will have a big impact because they are accumulative. I see you this month putting those things into action. Maybe even, renewing your gym membership and thinking about maybe playing sports again or something like that to where it's fun, not just exercise for the sake of exercise. Generally, when you move outside your comfort zone, you have a good time. Right now, we see you making these changes that are going to help you feel better physically and mentally. And if you're worried about any type of health condition, then visit your GP and And don't worry, yeah, if you're worried about your blood pressure, for instance, go get it checked. It's probably nothing, but it's better to know than to have that worry. And a great stone for you to work with this month is chrysocolla, and I'll put some up on the screen. Wearing chrysocolla can work towards balancing your heart center and your throat chakra. And this is important because it's a great stone to help you stay connected to your truth, especially if you're having issues maybe with someone that you need to set that boundary with. This is a great stone to wear or to carry with you. It's going to be a fruitful month for sure. So, okay, let's look at your travel. You are gearing up for another big travel adventure. Probably work driven, but it'll still be a great opportunity for you to check out a new culture and see some amazing sights. But you may have some worry around committing to it, like, are you feeling well enough to take on this major trip? Yeah, you are. You'll be fine. Just take a deep breath and commit to the trip, and commit to taking, as I said, better care of yourself, and you'll see. And actually, it feels like you could do this trip by the end of August and another one in like November or so. So yeah, this is a good year for travel for Cancer natives. And this includes road trips, small trips, international trips, cruises, road trips, all of it, camping, everything. And Cancer's not known for being, somebody who really enjoys going out and camping all the time. But occasionally, you're down with that. We see a lot of adventures coming up for the next year, actually. And it's good stuff. It's you being more playful. It's you having more time to be with your family and friends, not having the stress and the responsibility of the world on your shoulders, because you're in a much better place financially, mentally, physically, and as well as spiritually. So it's a really good month for you because it does bring together the accumulated energy from the first part of the year, the first 6 months, and shows you really that all these changes are possible and they weren't one-off. You still have that great job. You still have that great relationship. You still feel really good. It wasn't just a fluke. So you can relax a little bit now, settle into a new routine, something that's balanced, and feel good about the future, which is amazing, isn't it? So overall, this is, a pivotal time for Cancer natives. So if there's something you need to get done or something you need to plan, this July is the month to do it, to really get clear on maybe the goals that you need to get you to the big goals, right? What steps are necessary? What small things could you do? And that could be downsizing your possessions so that you're getting really tight with your money so that you can buy that new house or buy that new car or, whatever it is, or plan that, 4-month vacation or world travel or whatever it may be. But this will help you get clear on that because you have the clarity, the focus, and the insight from the last 6 months. So really good month for Cancer. I'm really excited for you. If this resonates with you, if you're going through some of these issues or thinking about, that world trip, let me know in the comment section below. And as always, guys, thank you so much for liking, subscribing, and being part of the Serenity community. I appreciate you so much, and I appreciate the fact that you're spending time with me, watching these videos, hanging out, being on Patreon with me, talking online. I really do appreciate it. I'm off to make another video, so stay tuned. Reiki blessings. Bye-bye.